Hi y'all, welcome back to my PCOS VSG journey. So, tummy tuck, how much was it? How much was my tummy tuck? Where did I get it done? Those are the most popular questions I get. I'm reading your comments, I get it, but I wanted to make an official video on this because I can't stress to folks enough that the pricing really is different for everyone, and so many people are trying to avoid this step, but you need to have the consult. You have to have the consult, and you need to get a quote because it's different for everyone. So don't hold me to this. I will tell you the information, but listen, it could be totally different for you even if you're going to the same place where I had it done. Prices change every single year, if not every few months. So here we go. I wrote it down on a post-it note for y'all. So anyways, all right, I had my tummy tuck in the summer of 2022. My pricing sheet said that it was the prices listed as of 2021. All right, we are in 2025, okay? Everything's gone up, so just, all right. Overall, my total for the procedure was $15,563 Now, I did get $1,000 refund back to me because I upheld my end of the bargain when I turned in my progress photos. So they had a deal where if you turned in your progress photos for like, I think it was like your 3-month, your 2-week, something like that. I can't remember the first set. And then it was like a 3-month and then 6-month, or it may have been like a 3-month, 6-month, in 1 year, actually. Yeah, it probably was the 1 year, something like that. You had to turn in your photos, and they had a certain way that they wanted you to do these photos with clear lighting and all of that, and certain angles. You had to turn this in. All right, so I did that, and they did refund me $1,000, which is amazing. So that was cool. So that would technically make the whole thing $14,563. So I did pay a $2,000 deposit before surgery. That was my surgery deposit, and they took that off of the overall total. Okay, so I did have to bring that money up front. And if I remember right, I think the consult fee also came off of the total too. Like if you had a consult and you paid, and I forget how much I paid for the consult initial, but that also got deducted from your surgery total. I had my procedure done at the time. Now this is another thing. They've gone through such a huge change because they rebranded, and I don't know if it's like a different practice completely. I think so. But at the time it was Real Doctor Skin in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. And I had my surgery with Dr. Jason Tomsic. So he's still there, he's still around, but they're now known as the Skin Center in Pittsburg, Pennsylvania. So, and it seems to be like another couple different surgeons on the team that I don't remember from before. So I think this was a whole rebranding or a whole new practice. So honestly, all this pricing that I just gave you, don't hold me to any of it because everything's different now. Pricing is definitely going to be different, and who knows, maybe it will be similar, I'm not sure. But to answer your question, I get it a lot. There you go. I gave you all the information. I'm not holding back. That's how much the price tag was. Now, a lot of questions I get around insurance. Typically, the plastic surgery stage for loose skin is not covered by insurance. There are some procedures that are covered by insurance, and those are not really considered plastic surgery procedures. For case in point, a paniculectomy is not technically a tummy tuck. That is removal of just the loose skin. You're not getting the liposuction. They're not snatching you up as much as you could be. That's simply a medical necessity of removing loose skin that bothers you in some way. Like, so you have documentation of this loose skin being bothersome. That's typically for folks who have a large amount of loose skin, because yes, that can cause a lot of issues. Now with the tummy tuck, plastic surgery, I mean, you really, that's why I say that I can't remember the title of the book, but in the beginning of my whole documentation of my journey, there was a book that I read on gastric sleeve. And I can't remember the doctor's name. Oh my gosh, I'll have to put it in the description box below. But the book's so old now, honestly, that it may not be helpful, or maybe he has a new one. But regardless, the information is still the same for everyone, which is you should start saving for plastic surgery, even if it's not something you're gonna get, right? I thought that I wasn't gonna need plastic surgery at all. You should start saving for that the moment you start your journey. I can't stress this enough. Start saving for your plastic surgery, loose skin removal now, today. Because even when you think it's not something you want to do, case in point, I thought I wasn't going to need it. It's not something I'm going to want to do, but your body continues to change every year. I went from my first year post-op looking pretty good and thinking like, yeah, there really wasn't a whole lot of loose skin that I had. My second year is when that loose skin appeared, like, and it hits you out of nowhere. And to be prepared for it, good on you, because it is costly. Like, basically it's the price of, you know, not these days, everything's expensive, right? But that's a vehicle, basically. And I have no regrets putting that money down on my body, because this is forever. This is what I'm walking in every single day. I need the work to be amazing. And it was this surgeon, Dr. Tomsic. I can't stress it enough. Like, and I'm not sponsored or anything. Like, that man doesn't have to send anything my way for me to talk him up, because he is an amazing surgeon. I could not have found a more amazing surgeon, hands down. And the fact that he's over there in Pittsburg, such a gem. But yeah, it's not something to take lightly when you're getting permanent work on your body, right? Like, let's one and done. Let's get it done. And I'm not gonna, you know, entertain having to get revisions and whatnot. Now, I'm not saying that that won't be your story down the road, because plastic surgery in general is a toss-up. You're not gonna know what your results are gonna look like, and you have to be at peace with that. And that is a tough thing to be at peace with, because it's something you did to yourself out of choice. It wasn't a necessity, unless you have one of those other issues where it's like the loose skin is causing you problems. But in my case, it wasn't. It was more of a mental thing, and just me just wanting to see, you know, the fruits of my labor, and to really, you know, be at a step in my journey where I'm like, I did it. Like, this was the finish line for me. So that's why I stress this. But yeah, it's not something to take lightly. You want to go with the best. Start saving up now. There were finance options, but that's like your typical stuff you see, which is like Care Credit, which, if you're not familiar with Care Credit, it's basically like a medical expense credit card, right? And they slam you with like almost 30% interest, something crazy like that, if you don't pay it off within certain terms. And usually that's only 6 months or a year. So yeah, you'll have to figure out financially how you're going to do it, but don't let that be your limitation. I can't stress that enough, because I almost fell into that, where I'm like, well, I could get XYZ done over here for this much. Also, I would like to say that total, and I just thought of this, I'm sorry. When I go back to the very beginning of this video, where I told you how much it was overall, and I said it was technically like 14,563, I need to tell you that that was not just for a tummy tuck and liposuction 360. That was also for liposuction of my inner knee area. So that was like a lipedema procedure lumped in there too. So hopefully that'll help you, you know, feel a little bit better. I did have liposuction done around my knees. I totally forgot about that, which also, you know, adds to my recovery. So when I speak about recovering from this procedure, just know that I also had a double you know, procedure where I had also liposuction down in the knee area. So that's more fat taken off and a little bit more of a loss to deal with. You know, your body is under a little more stress with that. But yeah, I hope this video helps. I know this is like a common question. You guys are like, why, Anita, can't you just spit it out? Well, I had to give you all this other back information so you understand that my price tag isn't just for a tummy tuck and lipo 360. It also includes my lipedema removal in my knees, or reduction. It's not a full removal. It just, you know, eases my pain and my swelling. So yes, I had reduction there. And then also, like, to talk about insurance, because I get that question so often, and that's why plastic surgery is, you know, a more expensive step, because it is typically not covered. So hope this helps you on your journey. If you are at this, if you're at this stage where you're looking for, you know, a plastic surgeon, please see my other video, and I'll see if I can link it down below with some helpful tips in your journey. And I'm excited for you. To be at this step is really exciting. So just be excited. I know looking at the price tag these days for things kind of puts a damper on, but don't let that stop you. Don't let that stop you. If I let that stop me, I wouldn't be here talking to you about this. I wouldn't be here with the results that I have. And I feel amazing. Here's a side view. All right. I feel amazing as it looks. Look at this brand new belly button. And it's so cute. And we got little baby abs and all that good stuff. And I would not be able to sit here and talk to you about it if I let that hurdle of the price tag win. So take that for what you will. Congratulations on this step in your journey, and don't sit in those thoughts of limitation for too long. You deserve this step. You deserve to, you know, see your full progress, your full body potential, and yeah. And with that, I will see you all on my next video. Thanks for subscribing and liking and sharing my videos. I really do appreciate it. I have been in this YouTube game for 5 years now, and it's just awesome to continue to help anybody in any way with my information and my journey. So it means a lot to me. It really does, because I started this whole channel to, at least, if I always said if I can help one person, then, you know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So with that, I will see you all on the next one. Bye.